This week in math, we are talking about even and odd numbers. And Ms. Shatter made this great image to help us understand what the difference between an even and an odd number is. So if you have an even amount of something, then every object should be able to have a partner or a pair. Now, it's funny you use the word partner when you're talking about objects, not people, but Ms. Shatter and I are going to use that word even when we're talking about objects because it might be a word you're more familiar with than pair. But if you have an even amount, every object should be able to be paired up with each other or have a partner. So, like in this case, if we have four people or four things, then we're able to make two pairs. So we know that four is an even number. Another way that we can know if a number is even is that we should be able to skip count by two to get to that number if it's even. So we could go 2, 4. We were able to skip count by two, so that's another way that we know four is an even number. Now, an odd number is when you have one thing or person left out. You're trying to make pairs, you're trying to make partnerships, but one person or thing is left out because you have an odd amount. So in this case, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, but we can't skip counting by two because there's only one here. There's 9. So we know 9 is an odd number because we cannot skip count by two to get to it. And if we tried to pair up the objects or people, then we wouldn't be able to do it because one person or object would be left out. We can also see this down here with these fun little Lego characters. Down here, there's 2, 4, 6, 8 Lego people. And we know it's even because I just skipped counted by two to get to 8. And we can also see that every Lego thing, person, has a partner. Now, if we come to this side, there's 2, 4, but this little guy doesn't have a partner. So I can't keep skip counting by two. There is 5 total Lego people here, and that is odd because this little guy has got no partner. That's sad. So you all know sometimes when we're making partnerships in class, if we have an odd number in the room, then I have to tell you guys, all right, we're going to have one group of 3 because we're not going to be able to get everybody paired up because we have an odd number. So another way to know if a number is even or odd is if it's even, you should be able to make 2 equal groups. So if we were going to split up our class into teams, if we have an even number, we should be able to make 2 equal groups. Here we have 2 groups of 3. So we know that 6, 3 plus 3 is 6, is an even number. But if we come over to here, we have 5, and we can see it's odd because if we try to make 2 equal teams, we can't. They're not going to be equal if we have 3 on one team and 2 on the other. We just can't do it. So a way that we can see this in math facts is with doubles and doubles plus 1. So if there's a number that there's a doubles fact for, like 8, we know a doubles fact for 8 is 4 plus 4, we can quickly know that's even because 2 groups of 4, those are equal groups that make 8. We know that's even. If we're looking at odd numbers, we're not going to have any doubles facts for odd numbers, but we can do doubles plus 1 because we talked about with odd, there's always just one thing or person left out. So 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 7. If we were trying to make equal groups with 7, we would have 3 on each team and realize, uh-oh, we got 1 left out, and that's why we have the plus 1. So you all know how much I love my colorful pens. And I just grabbed a bunch right here, and I want to figure out if I have an even or odd amount. And to do this, I can start by pairing my pens together. So I'm just going to put them in partnerships or pairs, so every pen has got a little buddy. Oh, and it looks like I was able to make pairs. Every pen has a partner, so that tells me I have an even amount here. But now I want to figure out what is that even amount. So let me skip count by 2 to figure it out. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 10 pens here, and that is an even number. For your activity today, you are going to find some type of object that you have up to 30 of in your house. So it could be like I just found a bunch of pens, crayons, markers. It could be smaller things like Legos, paper clips. I'm got some cereal right here that I'm going to use as an example. And you just want to get it up to 30 of them. And if you have a bag, maybe put in a bag or just put in a pile next to you. And grab a random amount. So don't count it when you're grabbing, just kind of grab it. So like I got the cereal bag, you're gonna grab an amount and put it down. And you wanna figure out, did you get an even or odd amount using the strategy we just did with the pen. So trying to make pairs and seeing, are you able to make it so every object has a pair or partner? And here I wasn't able to. I got this one little cereal left out. So I know that I have an odd amount of cereal here. Now I want to figure out what that amount is. So what I can do is I can start by skip counting by 2 and go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, but now I got to add that one by itself, or 11. So I have 11 pieces of cereal, and 11 is an odd number. So on a piece of paper, I would record that I got the number 11, and then I know 11 is odd. So for your assignment, you are going to repeat this activity. So you've done it a total of 5 times. So when you send me your recording sheet, I should see 5 different numbers and you writing if it's even or odd. If you get a number that you've already done, maybe just do it one more time so you get practice doing at least 5 different numbers or amounts. To end today's video, I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek of how dramatic Ellie can be when it gets close to her feeding time. And by close, I mean like 2 hours away. She will start squeaking and she'll paw at me to get my attention. It's cute, but it can be really loud. I hope you have a great day, and always remember, you are special. There it is.